Muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos otro día más a The Witcher 3. Muchas gracias, no, muchísimas, porque estéis por ahí acompañándome. Ahora que tenemos ya por fin explicación de por qué tenemos la cara como la tenemos aquí en la pantalla de inicio, porque ya estamos en marcha, gente, ya hemos empezado lo que es historia principal, por así decir. Ya hemos visto que por culpa de habernos cargado a ese príncipe sapo, que al final la historia era de verdad y tal, pues nos iban a llevar a Ophir, y al final no fue así. Yo pensé, ¿os acordáis en el final del último directo? Que sí que estábamos allí por ver que era playa, desértico y tal, pero no. El señor Espejo, que realmente no he querido investigar si debería de sonarme o no, pero yo no lo recordaba de nada, supongo que lo que hizo fue que como que el barco ya llevara tiempo en marcha, en camino y tal, devolverlo, entre comillas, no sé, supongo que con magia, aquí al norte de Novigrado. ¿Cómo tenemos la sensibilidad? Vale. Y nada, hacer que naufragara. Nuestro compi, el ladrón, no fue muy bien. No le salió muy bien el tema al pobre. Lo terminaron matando y nosotros nos libramos, pegando ahí un par de tortas bien dadas, nos libramos de nuestros captores. Y aquí estamos, con la playa destruida, y es eso, reúnete con el señor Espejo a medianoche en la encrucijada bajo los sauces. Vamos a ver. Vamos a echar un vistacillo al mapa. Porque bueno, esto como ya lo habíamos recorrido antes, pues así vamos directos a la historia. Y tengo la verdad que curiosidad por saber de qué va todo esto del señor Espejo. Bueno, los cadáveres ya no están, pero el combate sí que es verdad. Más que el combate, porque yo soy bastante malo y lo hice bastante mal. El mago de Ophir, el que manejaba la arena, el viento y tal, la verdad es que fue bastante... Era un personaje bastante chulo. Bastante chulo. Sí, me estoy quedando mirando a todas partes para volver a decir lo bonito que es este juego. Pero bueno, ya he visto también cómo quedan... como no, las exportaciones de Twitch a YouTube, y jolín, es que la calidad es normal, que cuando yo digo que qué bonito es el juego vosotros no me creáis, pero bueno, una pena la verdad que pierda tanta calidad. Sí, esta casa, ¿os acordáis? Estuvimos aquí, vinimos, fue donde habían dejado preso a aquel tío. Sí, bueno, cosas secundarias. Bueno, la verdad es que ¿por qué no estoy yendo a caballo? Pues porque estoy bastante atontado, ¿no? Sí, venga, vamos a caballo y a ver de qué va todo esto del señor... Iba a decir del señor Medianoche, Dios mío, me vienen los recuerdos de Frank Bow. Del señor Espejo. Y tampoco sé, claro, no sé si... al habernos cargado a toda esta gente de Ophir y tal, si queda alguien que pueda... venir en nuestra busca, no sé. No sé si quedará alguien que sepa, pues eso, que el príncipe murió a manos nuestras. Que yo no sabía que era un príncipe, era un sapo asqueroso, sin más. Y Sunny, a ver si vemos a Sunny más otra vez, no lo sé. Espero que sí, vamos. Pero bueno, ahora vamos a la encrucijada, supongo que haré pasar el tiempo allí hasta medianoche y... a ver qué es lo que nos pide el señor Espejo a cambio de su ayuda. Nah, y es que le di vueltas, no lo miré, lo podía haber mirado en internet, pero le di vueltas, qué bonito, ¿no? Ostras, no me había fijado, o había pasado cuando aún era... Qué chulo, cuando aún era de noche y no había fijado. Cómo molan estos pedazos de... campos de girasoles, ¿no? ¡Qué pasada! ¡Qué pasada, tío! Bueno, que ya me lío yo con mis cosas. Vais a cantar, ¿no? Sí. No sé qué iba a decir. Ah, eso, que no lo miré. Bueno, perdonadme un segundo, un momento, ¿eh? Vale. Vale. Es que estaba viendo que... un problema en la segunda pantalla, gente. Voy a alejarme un momento de los niños cantores. Que lo podía haber mirado en internet, pero no lo he hecho. Y el señor Espejo ayer nos dijo que si le recordábamos de Huerto Blanco, Si no recuerdo mal, es al principio del juego, ¿no? Fue la primera zona del juego. Exacto, de Huerto Blanco. Si no le recordábamos de Huerto Blanco... Y yo la verdad es que no me acordaba de él, no sé. No sé. Bueno, vamos aquí y esperamos a medianoche, va. Vale, esperamos a medianoche. Veamos de qué va todo esto. Es la canción de los niños. Silbado. Vale.
I knew you'd come.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Puede ser.
You gave me pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me.
¿Quién narices es este tío?
As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
Bueno. Tú no me ayudaste, la tormenta sí. Confiaba en un tipo de ayuda más convencional. ¿Invocaste la tormenta? ¿Eres un hechicero?
You appeared out of nowhere, disappeared just as mysteriously, summoned a storm. Let me guess. You're a mage.
Oh, please, no. I cannot stand spells. Childish hocus pocus. It's just not interesting. What I find fascinating are true tales, true human lives.
Te escucho.
Like the one I shall tell you now. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone.
Corazones de
A
piedra.
man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this will interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von
Hombre.
Everick.
¿Qué ha hecho Olgierd para acabar en tu lista negra? ¿Cómo sabes que me ha perjudicado? Ya, realmente perjudicado a nosotros. No tengo nada en contra de él, ¿no? Simplemente nos mandó a una misión que, bueno, al final... No sé. Vamos a preguntarle...
How do you know we'd met, and that I'm not exactly thrilled with him now?
Please, Geralt. I knew the Ophiri had captured you. Was I not to know how this had come to pass?
Ya, pero Olgierd a lo mejor no sabía
Olgierd
nada
von
de...
Everick did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been
Vale.
cured. Had I not
O sea, me tengo que fiar de lo que me dice aquí el amigo.
Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many talents and associates to give him what he desired. And now the time's come to pay. Yet, he shirks his obligation.
Es como si fuese el diablo, ¿no? Lo típico de que le vendes el alma al diablo.
I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent and clever. An individual who fears no dare. Someone like you.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am a traveling merchant. But make no mistake, I've many interesting wares on offer.
Wares like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack neither food nor drink. As a witcher, you might desire weapons supreme. I can offer you those you dreamt of. Your body, agile as never before. Your mind, faster than lightning. Romantic prowess to charm all womankind. But above all, I offer a great and true adventure. an experience like no other. The fate.
Te vendes bien, sí, te vendes bien. Pero muchas de esas cosas yo ya las tengo.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help with one small matter. Won't want anything else from me?
Just one.
Honestidad.
Honesty.
A ver. ¿Qué has hecho por Olgierd?
What did you do for old Geared? Break him out of a cell too?
In some sense, yes. I remember that day quite well. There was a light drizzle, yet the cold tore right through you. Olgierd appeared at the break of dawn, gaunt as a rail, his shirt mothy, seemed to have naught but the sword at his side. It quite pained me to look at him. He asked for help, and help I gave. Made him a rich man, successful, esteemed.
¿Y qué le pediste a cambio? Ok, o eres generoso.
Afterwards, he turned his back, shunned me, sends me off when I dare ask for payment. Even sicked his hounds on me once. He's thus left me no option but to invoke the terms of our pact. And that is where you come in.
¿A cuánto asciende la deuda? Sí, no creo que sea una cantidad de dinero, precisamente.
How much does he owe you?
Gentlemen don't discuss coin.
Need to know the details.
Bonita forma de eludir la pregunta.
Hands dirty. How much? 1,000,000 crowns? 2,000,000?
I'm no usurer to lend coin for interest. No. What Olgierd owes me is far more personal than shiny things that clink. As much as I regret it, I can say no more. I must respect his privacy.
Vale, ¿y qué es lo que tendría que hacer?
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can you take care of this?
Bien dicho.
Therein lies the catch. Our pact states that before I can collect my due, I must yet fulfill.
Vale, es como un genio entonces.
But I cannot fulfill them myself directly, making use instead of a how shall I put it? A proxy.
So what you need is something.
What I need is an ally, and something tells me I shall find none better than you.
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in paying Von Everett a visit. Then, well, then we shall improvise. I believe, however, that all will end well, and once it does, we three shall meet and...
No sé yo si habrá un final feliz así, pero bueno.
Right. Specifics now. Thought Olgierd had 3 wishes.
Uno ya lo hemos cumplido, ¿no? El de matar al sapo.
He does. He may ask 3 things of us, yet we won't know what they are until
Vale.
we see it.
¿Son 3 a partir de ahora? Sí, bueno, esto no me gusta nada ya, pero no tenemos otra opción, creo. Y al final es eso, debe ser una especie de genio. ¿Sí?
Your help, your pact with Olgierd, his 3 requests.
Think it over. I agree you've no a priori reason to trust me, but as it happens, I was in the right place at the right time to help you, and it's also the case that the same man has wronged us both. To my mind, those are reasons.
Hombre, me apetece hablar con Olgierd para saber cómo reacciona, a ver si sabía o no sabía lo del
You
sapo.
shall see he's a vile, dishonorable man who treats the lives of all folk like playthings, as he treated yours when he sent you to find the Frog Prince.
Hombre, le voy a decir que estoy de acuerdo, pero te quiero llegar allí y hablar con Olgierd, a ver qué pasa.
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd.
Exacto. Literalmente es lo que estoy pensando, pero no prometo nada.
That is all I ask.
Vale, pues vayamos.
Now remove the damn mark.
Naturally.
Hmm.
Just as soon as you complete your task. Go. You will not regret it. We shall meet there.
Un asunto que
I have
atender por el
matter to
camino.
attend to
Vale.
on the way.
Another debt to collect.
La verdad es que me gusta el personaje, me gusta el personaje. No me fío un pelo de él, pero me gusta el personaje. Vale, está bien. Vámonos para allá. Bueno, tenemos un viaje aquí rápido, así que no vamos a tener que viajar mucho. Y es eso, en vez de... Bueno, yo decía lo del demonio, ¿no? Lo típico de vender el alma al demonio y tal. Pues bueno, esto es más o menos como vender el alma al genio. No sé. Vamos a ir para allá. A ver. Es que claro, la información de que Olgier sabía que el príncipe sapo era lo que era y que nos iba a traer los problemas que nos va a traer... ¿Qué coño? Eso nos lo ha dicho el señor, pero no tal. ¿Está en llamas? ¿Qué mierda? ¿Qué mierda ha pasado? Bueno, parecen muy tranquilos, como si lo hubiesen quemado ellos mismos, ¿o qué pasa aquí?
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with the fists of steel. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a fiery pox.
Joder, siguen igual de graciosos.
Manners burning. You noticed?
That? All right. You know how it is. Feast drags on with plenty of dancing, merrymaking, rough play.
Vale, sí, es problema de ellos. No están asustados, ni mucho menos.
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts. No, please.
Vale, ahí viene con un prisionero.
Shut your trap.
A lo mejor el culpable de quemar la casa. Hostia.
Let me go. Leave me be. Shut it. I ain't with
No,
yous.
pensaba que era Olgierd, pero no.
Drank with yous. Fought beside yous. And you kill me
¿Pero
now.
por qué os lo vais a cargar?
I'm one of yous.
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
A ver.
Whoa. Nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly is going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off.
I'll leave as soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
Wait. I know Olgierd wants him dead. Still don't know why, though.
What the fuck is it to you, anyhow?
Nothing really. Just curious.
Curiosidad, exacto.
Cocksucker violated our chivalric code. Just one penalty for that. Death.
What is this row? Are you not done with it? My ears wither from the screams.
¿Qué narices habrá hecho este tío?
Ah, Geralt. As you've returned, might I assume you've cleared the sewers? Or have you not been there?
You killed my father!
Hostia.
Not I.
¿Cómo coño?
You lie! Whoreson!
That man
¿Cómo te mantienes ni de pie?
alone, unbeknownst to me. Out of fury, for your father refused us hospitality. For this willful violation of the chivalry code, he was summarily executed himself. Anything else I might do for you?
¿Cómo?
Take her away.
¿Qué narices es este tío?
Now, where were we?
Quizá uno de los deseos que le pidió al genio. Porque... vale. Geralt, yo ahora estaría un poquito preocupado.
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean. Judging by the mark on your face.
A ver. ¿De qué narices?
You're immortal?
Probablemente eso, un deseo, ¿no? Que le pidió al señor espejo.
Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all. It all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
Reconoces la marca, ¿no?
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house. If anything's left uncharred, that is. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that
Eso es lo que quiero saber.
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Corsair did. Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must
Grant you 3 requests, by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
No estoy seguro de que Olgier supiera lo del sapo, ¿eh? No lo sé. A ver, todavía no hemos llegado a un acuerdo, es cierto. ¿Sabías que el sapo era un príncipe? Es que quiero saber. Eso, quiero saberlo. Deja que conteste él. ¿Cómo?
Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him, then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin. Who is to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
Me gusta, tío, me gusta mucho la historia, ¿eh? Vale. Vamos a ver. Parece una discusión privada.
This thing between you and Master Mirror, your quarrel. Really rather not get involved.
Si algo me dice que vamos a terminar eligiendo.
He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay.
Estás en lo
Am I
cierto.
right?
Yes.
Well, then you'll not free yourself of him till you've paid it back. But never worry. I shall devise tasks so impossible you will never complete them. Not if you go mad trying. But try your best, and your debt shall be absolved, while I shall live in peace until Master Mirror finds another aide-de-camp.
¿Convertiste tú al príncipe en sapo?
What he said about the prince.
La verdad es que la historia suena bastante creíble.
You turn him into a toad?
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Ethereal Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment. I was another man then. Let rage get the better of me and hollered the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
Me pusiste entonces a peligro las
The
sabiendas.
truth about the toad. Having a bit of fun at my expense.
I simply wanted the beast dead. I could not know you would respond to the notice. Pure coincidence. Yeah, I must admit, when you, a witcher, answered the call, I thought it right. It's what you lot are trained to do.
Might have been able to lift the curse.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Then again, why
Pues para no matar a alguien,
He was a human being.
claro.
that bloody affair once was no human. His kind does not deserve to live.
Al lío.
Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our heads. Perhaps we should start with that. Bring me the house.
Que te traiga la casa
Borsodi.
de Maximilian Borsodi.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I must live somewhere, mustn't I? What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount a filthy horse? Out of my sight, wretch! Know what Vladimir would do to you if he saw?
Aye.
Vladimir.
My brother. There were times he himself stank like foot wrappings 3 days old. But his mount always looked fit for a parade. Oh, none rival Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him.
Vale,
And show him the time of his life. My second
ya
request.
tenemos 2 misiones.
Fine. Seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2. Then, we shall speak of the third.
¿Algún consejo?
Any hints?
Sobre
Where I
todo
should
para
go?
traerte una casa.
Start?
You must be mad. I've no intention to make things easier for you.
¿Y dónde vas a estar?
Once I'm done with those 2, where will I find you?
I cannot know, as my band has planned some diversions. But let us say at the Alchemy Inn, in Oxenfurt.
Fine. See you there.
Bueno, vale. Pues vámonos a hacer de recadero de un genio.
The brother shouldn't be too hard.
Pero la casa, ¿cómo vamos a traer una casa?
Am I supposed to bring him a house?
¿Magia?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
¿Y eso? Es todo un detalle.
You waited for me. Nice of you.
I could hardly abandon my proxy to the whims of fate.
Thought I have to fulfill Olgierd's wishes myself.
So states the contract. Yet, nowhere does it forbid me from providing help. And something tells me you'll need quite a bit to complete the first 2 tasks.
A ver, ¿cómo se supone que voy a traer una casa tan fácilmente? Que aquí a nadie le preocupa eso.
No idea how I'm supposed to bring in that.
Bueno, supongo que con algo de magia,
The
pero...
only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt.
Heard of it. My swords almost got auctioned off there once. Auction was held in Novigrad, though it was a while past.
They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get inspired once you're there.
Es que este tío cada vez que dice una frase...
Take plenty of coin. Have a feeling it could come in handy.
Cada vez que dice una frase es lo típico de... Sé infinitas cosas más de lo que te puedo decir o de lo que te estoy soltando. Vale, ¿y el hermano qué? Bueno, y el tema del dinero... no es que nos sobra ahora mismo, ¿eh? En fin.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
Es ir por ahí de fiesta con un tío.
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for
Hostia.
years.
Never agreed to necromancy.
Vale.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving a soul. An old-fashioned ritual, a blood summoning. That's what you need.
Se pone interesante
It's
el
like
tema.
choosing between pestilence and the plague. Besides, I'd need the blood of the summoned.
Blood. True. Of the summoned, not necessarily. Here.
Where do you get this?
Geralt.
Sangre.
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it
Ya,
to
y
be
si no es, ¿qué? Me tengo que fiar de ti, no me quiero fiar de ti.
Where'll I find this Vladimir?
Geralt, I cannot do everything for you. Use your head.
Supongo que en la antigua casa de los Everett,
These
¿no?
parts. You must have met someone who's heard of the family. The charming redhead, for instance. The
Sunny.
medic. You know the one.
Conoce Sunny. Bueno, a saber que no conoce este.
Guess it's high time I got to work.
A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher. You know,
Eso espero, eso sí que es cierto.
yourself.
Yay, can't wait. Say I need help. Where'll I find you?
I shall find you.
Good luck, Geralt.
Bueno. Habla con Sani acerca de la cripta familiar de los von Everec.
Looks like rain.
Entrada de personaje añadida. La fiesta del hombre muerto. Vale. Vamos a ver... personajes. A ver. Geralt ha escapado de muchos apuros, algunas veces por su propio pie y otras con la ayuda de otros. Uno de los personajes más extraños que le echó una mano fue el señor Espejo. El brujo estaba en un barco Firi, preso y destinado a una cita en el patíbulo, bla 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 bla. Vez que se conocieron cuando lo ayudó a encontrar a Yennefer en Huerto Blanco. Esa es la parte que yo no recuerdo, tío. Pero bueno. Ahora también le ofrecía su ayuda, pero esta vez no era gratis. A cambio de liberar a Geralt, le pidió bla 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 bla. El conocido volvió a aparecer. Vale, nada. Voy a ver si... porque creo que hay una entrada nueva de Vladimir, ¿puede ser? Sí. A Geralt se le asignó la tarea de encontrar a Vladimir von Everec y conseguir que se divirtiera como nunca. Esta podría haber sido una de las misiones menos admirables del brujo, de no ser porque Vladimir había muerto muchos años atrás. Sin embargo, para el misterioso señor Espejo este hecho no suponía un gran obstáculo. Le entregó a Geralt un frasco con sangre, que él dice que es de los von Everec, y le explicó un encantamiento para conseguir invocar a Vladimir de entre los muertos. Vale. Pues nos vamos. Me marca una... es que estaba pensando que me está marcando una interrogación. Echar un vistazo, a lo mejor hay algo que no he visto. Yo pensaba que lo tenía visto todo y no es así. Bueno, si veo una interrogación voy para allá, pero por ahora tenemos el viaje rápido a Oxenfurt. A ver a Sani, que debe ser de lo más agradable que nos va a pasar en esta aventura, creo yo. Vámonos. Puerto... venga, puerto occidental. Para no ir siempre al mismo sitio. Vamos para allá. A ver si ella sí sabe dónde está, pues eso, los restos, ¿no? La cripta.
It's damp. It's damp.
It's raining, of course it's going to be damp.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steam.
No, lado equivocado, creo. A ver. Clínica de Sani. O yo que en la vida real me acerco a los alrededores de un hospital y ya me pongo malo. Yo y el maravilloso mundo de los médicos no es lo mío, pero bueno. Si tuviera una médica como Sani, igual no me importaría. Debería empezar a robar todo lo que pueda, ¿eh? Para venderlo y ganar dinero.
Good. A box in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
Armies don't got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you all right? What's that on your face?
Ya te lo explico luego, creo.
Long story.
Exacto.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Igual no podemos esperar y tal.
Tasty number that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
¿Qué pinta tienen los eruditos? Los eruditos no tienen por qué ser feos. Y esta no lo es, ni mucho menos.
Learned women are ugly as a rule?
Well, it's lucky they're brains, because they've not got beauty. Is that right, lads?
Oh, aye. Mutts, all of them. Hideous things. Wouldn't touch one with a 10L pole.
But this lass is different. Exceptional.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it.
La verdad es que si no hubiera elegido a Tris... Pero bueno, un cumplido es un cumplido, a ver, quiero decir. Es una gran verdad. Exacto.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got especially sharp senses.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so
qué velocidad.
careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Bueno. A ver.
Serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to.
Me lo creo.
Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves,
Exacto.
halflings, the same.
Ya la conozco, ya sé que ayudaría a cualquiera.
You know me.
A ver, ¿dónde has estado?
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other.
Sí.
Must have been
Sí.
in Zima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
So what now? Radovid's dead.
But the war's not over yet. The chaos continues. I'm still very much needed. Though I can't complain. At least I live at home now, and I treat the ill, as is my calling. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Pues ahora no es Redania la que reclama.
Shani,
Necesito ayuda.
this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face? Ah, and you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
Es una larga historia, sería una pérdida de tiempo. No, a ella se lo voy a decir, por supuesto.
Where do I start? All right. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear.
Y la verdad es que dicho así suena un poco raro, ¿eh?
Some Ophiri soldiers
Una vez que lo dices todo de viva voz.
captured me. A man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
Un mercader de espejos, alguien muy poderoso. Creo que...
Could be a
Exacto.
mage, a demon, or a djinn.
Yo por ahora de esas tres me quedaría con la última opción, creo.
He's very powerful. That's all I need to know. He helped me out of a bind, and now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, and show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
Pues devolviéndolo a la vida.
Not much concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it. But I still
Ya,
don't
sí, a
like
mí
this.
tampoco, Sani. Pero... exacto, a mí es que tampoco. Pero no hay otra, creo.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Vladimir
Olgierd von Evereck's brother.
Vladimir
Von
von Evereck, sí.
In my 3rd year at Oxenfoot, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs or Famous Redanian Dynasty.
¿Te suena de eso? ¿Una dinastía famosa?
Here it is. Von Igrid, von Estiken, von Evereck. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir.
¿Veis? En la mansión de los von Evereck.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the sensor? We can meet at the entrance.
Vale, no tenemos oportunidad de decirle que no. Reúnete con Sunny en la cripta familiar. Pero bueno, me mola, ¿eh? En el fondo me mola llevármela de aventurillas. Eso sí, Sunny, ¿qué opinas si te empieza a robar lo que viene siendo un poco todo? Mira, dinastías famosas de Redania. Una carta. Invitación de boda. Invitación de boda. ¿Quién se casa? Vale, la sangre. Carta de un mercadero. Firi. Werner, Ferner, Perner, o como quiera que te llamen. No tengo ni idea de por qué su graciosa alteza, el mago real Amaz, te ha designado a ti de entre todos como nuestro enlace. El argumento de que como eres norteño, entonces conoces estas tierras mejor no me convence en absoluto, porque Aedir tiene tanto que ver con Redania como Cerricania con Ophir, o sea, nada. Pero no voy a discutir las razones de su majestad, sino rogar que intentemos hacerle llegar este mensaje. Hemos establecido nuestro campamento cerca de la aldea de Villamorena, siguiendo las órdenes de la corte y de su majestad. Compartiremos nuestras mercancías y nuestros conocimientos con la población local. Por desgracia, en cuanto a sus capacidades mentales, mis predicciones eran acertadas. Por ello, reitero mi petición de que se nos permita viajar hasta un núcleo urbano más densamente poblado, donde nuestros conocimientos y experiencia serían mejor apreciados. Atentamente, Dulak Mani. Bueno, esto es de los que nos secuestraron en su día y tal. Invitación de boda. Se hace saber que, habiendo llegado a compartir sus hijos el más profundo y noble de los sentimientos, y deseando sellar su unión bajo el rito sagrado, y siguiendo las antiguas costumbres, los padres de Aldona Lam y Jonus de Bogar solicitan la presencia de Sunny, el apellido no lo podemos ver, junto con un acompañante de su elección en la ceremonia matrimonial de los prometidos y del banquete que se celebrará a continuación. ¿Podremos irnos de boda con Sunny? Suena guay. Dinastías familiares. Von Nergrith Esteken Evereck. Fundador, Ratibor, fue nombrado caballero. La mansión, rodeada de lujosos jardines. La familia ha atravesado momentos difíciles, pues su fortuna ha disminuido gravemente y su posición social ha caído. Bueno. Vámonos. Voy a empezar a coger cositas para vender en cuanto pueda. Otra nota, receta. A ver. Paciente Syndrome Russell. Hervir caléndula machacada y beberla caliente 3 veces al día después de cada comida. Evitar las comidas grasientas y no probar el alcohol bajo ningún concepto y en ninguna de sus variedades durante todo el tratamiento. Eso incluye la cerveza. Firma de médico casi legible. Parece que el nombre es Sunny. Vale. Bueno. Me gustaría... Yo sé que quizá no debería, pero quiero mirar ¿Qué hay en el sótano de Sunny? Cerveza... Vale, nada espectacular. Ahora vámonos, que ya hemos fisgado bastante la casa de nuestra amiga. Bueno. Haremos viaje rápido. Mira, antes voy a ir hasta aquí y luego hacemos viaje rápido. Porque la casa estaba... Vale. Voy a ir a mejorar las armas y luego hacemos viaje rápido. Bueno, también podríamos pasar por un mercader para vender, pero bueno, por ahora tampoco es... Bueno, sí, porque voy a estar al lado, vale, pensaba que estaba más lejos. Pero mira, vamos, vendemos, damos la vuelta. Se hace saber que las cloacas de Oxenfurt han sido clausuradas hasta nuevo aviso. Vale. Mejor.
What can I do you for? If I ain't got it today, say the word, I'll have it tomorrow.
Let me see. Might pick something.
Supongo que en la expansión no jugaré a las cartas nada, pero bueno, ¿qué es esto? Pintura. Objeto necesario para cumplir una misión. Vale. Supongo que luego a lo mejor lo necesito para algo, así que mira, y aprovechando que estamos por aquí, pues me lo compro. A ver, vendemos de todo. Bueno, esto no... Esto sí que va todo para allá. Hay cosas que llevo guardando realmente desde prácticamente el principio de... Cenizas fuera, fuera... Que si lo decía, hombre, desde el... Bueno, esto me lo quedo porque sí. Pero que me lo llevo guardando casi desde el juego normal. Dinastías fuera... Vale. Sí, la invitación de boda me la quedo. ¿Y tienes más dinero? Esto por ahora lo guardamos. Nada, esto por ahora lo guardamos todo. Intensidad de señal de arz, de axia. Estaba pensando en cambiarme el arma, pero bueno, por ahora no lo vamos a hacer. Venga, vamos a mejorar lo que llevamos de arma, armadura y demás. Y hacemos un viaje rápido a la mansión de los Fonneberg. A la cripta, bueno, de los Fonneberg. Que me bacho, perdón, señor guardia. Puesto de avanzada me vale. Vámonos.
faster.
Venga, que llegamos en un momentillo. Pues la verdad es que la finca pinta muy bien. Bueno, vale, no he dicho nada. Ahora que se oscurece todo, pero el sitio es bastante enorme. Recogiendo plantas. No pierdes el tiempo, ¿eh? Qué chulo.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
How do I put this? Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Para la boda, sí, vi la... Una boda, ¿quién se casa? ¿Te está quedando? Sí, la boda la leímos, así que...
Nimble hands you got there.
I should hope so. I'm a surgeon.
Think I prefer you using them this way.
Less blood?
More beauty.
There's a beauty to surgery, I assure you.
Eso es cosa tuya.
Just out here, in this landscape, it does more for me than in an operating room. Remember to bring the sensor?
Of course. Some soldiers nearly caught me slipping it into my satchel. Wasn't sure what you needed it for. So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Vaya, vamos.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah. Too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
Ojo, pero la casa es bastante impresionante, ¿eh? Mola, mola. Bueno, la casa, esto directamente es la cripta solo, pero bueno.
That looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea. If there's any trouble, just yell.
Perfecto, Sani, mira, mejor. Casi prefiero que no entre ella.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
Aquí estarán todos los Foneveric, vamos, esto es enorme. Sí, yo como siempre aprovechando para mangarle... ¡Ey! Ángel de Ofir. Aprovechando para robar a los muertos, pobrecillos. A ver. ¿Cómo es esa espada? Bueno, más 33. Tampoco... Más o menos la misma idea. De mejora. Bueno. Yo voy pillando y ya veremos luego si cambiamos de arma o no. Cerrado. Ojo, como mola. Necesitamos, sirven. Vamos. No. Sale otra, ¿eh? Sale otra... con cuidadito. Os tengo. Vale.
Sure hope so. Should look around.
Bueno, está claro que lo de en medio es algo que ahora veremos.
Honoratina, loving wife of Kestatis, died in 1257.
No. Vladimir.
Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely. Votive fire. Lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Supongo que miraremos cripta por, bueno, cripta por cripta, sarcófago por sarcófago. Alex. Esto lo puedo tirar abajo, ¿verdad?
Probably shouldn't touch that. Vladimir von
Hombre.
Everett, son of Bohumil and Christina.
Aquí estás.
There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Has obtenido un nuevo objeto de misión. Para usarlo, colocarlo en la ranura, bla 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 bla. Supongo que hablamos de mi amigo el incensario. O la sangre. Todavía llevo... Ah, vale, es que este está puesto. Vale, esto aquí... Ah, no, vale, estaba bien puesto entonces, como estaba... Sí, estaba bien puesto entonces como estaba. Al revés. Así. Vale, vamos zona por zona. Jarra de oro. Estoy saqueando aquí a los pobrecillos Everett, pero bueno. Vale, aquí está. Ah, vale, que cuando le pongo, claro. Cuando le doy empieza a caminar echando incienso sin más, vale, como por ejemplo vamos a hacer ahora. Vamos. No sé yo si lo que nos haya dicho el señor espejo va a funcionar o no, no me fío del todo, pero bueno. Por todas las salas de la cripta.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Ya está. Allá vamos. Vladimir, que nos vamos de fiesta, venga.
Fire and blood, life and death. I summon ye whose blood I have brought. Fire and blood, life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Porque toca fiesta, amigo.
Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everett.
Who you are and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everett's rise only for von Everett blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson.
No es así.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Get all geared.
¿Qué pasa? ¿Que Blood no le mola que lo invoquen o qué? Oh. Pero ¿por qué, hombre? ¿Por qué? Vamos. Vámonos. Un poquito de vida, que nunca viene mal. Oh, vaya viaje. Ya. Venga, Blood, te toca. Bastante, sí.
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everett, brother to Olgierd.
Forgot I cannot even scratch my stones. Though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handled those snobby pricks. And Grandmum too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is.
Entonces, ¿qué? ¿Te apetece ir a dar una vuelta y a pasarlo bien? ¿O qué? Blood.
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a mutual acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on a business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole
Mira, pues a eso vamos.
Feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas.
Aunque no sé muy bien cómo vamos a sacar de juerga a un fantasma, pero vale.
Get a lot of visitors?
At times, not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We von Evericks have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly.
Así me siento menos culpable por haberle robado de todo.
But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out.
El señor Espejo, quizás.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it. What do you have in mind?
Vamos a hablar un poquito de tu hermano.
Listen, feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd.
No sé yo.
Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored
Y eso le trajo algún que otro problema, sí.
and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
¿Cómo moriste?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah, no need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too. were it not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut and then order the local clods to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1. We were overwhelmed. They killed me. Crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
Eso debe doler un poco, A ver, ¿qué opinas de esto?
Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Vale.
Splendid.
A ver, verás todo lo que quiere hacer este loco en una noche. No creo que vayas a poder, ¿no? Claro. Alguien está muerto, ¿recuerdas?
Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting. But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench.
¿Alguna manera de que poseas un cuerpo, aunque sea por una noche o algo así?
Let's go.
Mi cuerpo.
Go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well.
¿Podríamos permitir que se metiera en nuestro cuerpo durante una noche? Algo así. Hemos bebido su sangre, ¿no? Sangre de su...
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Then bloody come up with another way.
Tiene toda la pinta de que va a ser eso, ¿eh? O algo parecido. ¿Puedo traer a alguien para que lo poseas? Vale, yo no quiero traer a nadie. Me quiero ofrecer yo, si es que es posible.
Guess I could bring someone here, and you could borrow their body just for the night.
You wish me to possess someone?
Yeah.
Say I agree. Whose body would I inhabit?
Es que si pillamos a alguien por ahí, ¿a quién?
One of Olgierd's men, maybe, or a peasant who'd agree to do it for coin.
Oh no! I shan't crawl into the skin of some unwashed bandit or dung-eating swineherd.
Verás, a que adivino qué cuerpo quieres.
I've a better idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes.
No nos queda otra, me temo. No nos queda otra.
Geralt, wake up. Open your eyes.
Espera, Sunny.
Where are the smelling salts?
No. No será capaz, ¿no? De que mientras estoy poseído...
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
¿Sabe hablar el Vladimir, eh? Joder.
Have you gone mad?
Yes. As soon as I laid eyes on you, promised to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Y punto.
Geralt, what's happened to you?
Tiene que pillarlo, ¿no? Que estoy poseído.
I'm Vladimir.
Exacto.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
Vale. Vamos a tratar de explicárselo a la pobre.
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Whose?
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's
Claro,
no
no lo
one else
ve.
here.
Seems your lovely maiden friend can neither see.
Pero ¿y por qué no puede ella verlo?
There's potential in that.
Vale. Vale. Primera regla, Sunny no se toca.
Ah, is that a name? Lovely. A perfect name for a perfect lass.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Ahora mismo no.
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
Espero que me creas.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, Sugar Plum. What say we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby.
Que no toques a Sunny.
Sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're
No creo que me vaya a costar distinguiros. Ay, qué grande. Venga, metámonos en el papel de Vladimir. No cambies de tema, hombre.
Don't change the subject, my sweet. If a grove's not to your liking, we can cut straight to the chase and make for the nearest haystack.
I'm afraid I have to turn you down.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest.
¿Por dónde se va el burdel más cercano?
I've got a better idea.
¿Una idea mejor?
You see, I've a friend who's getting married.
Oh, no.
Me to the wedding, but I need an
Ostras, vale, pensaba ir como Geralt, pero no como este salido.
leaving the garland for the wedding. He'd invite me, but well, I hoped wrong.
All is not lost, friend. I shall escort you.
La verdad es que está guay la historia, está curiosa, sí señor.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Vale.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
All right. Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
Bueno.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass
Sí, doy fe.
like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her pal?
Lo fuimos.
For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not,
Espera.
the haylofts
Pues igual te digo que sí para que no te acerques a ella. Sunny me gustaba mucho hace tiempo. Siempre hemos sido amigos. Vamos a decirle la verdad.
Let's say we were more than friends, once upon a time.
You tried to hide it, but I smelled a tryst. I know a thing or two about men, you see.
Bueno, sabiendo eso te vas a mantener alejado de ella, ¿no?
Shame, though. I'd have satisfied her well, but no cavalier would rut in another's garden.
En eso estamos de acuerdo.
So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Vale, nos vamos de boda. Qué bueno. Pues ala. Nos vamos de boda. ¿Qué ha dicho? ¿Estabas diciendo algo?
Keep your paws off her.
¿Se había dicho algo de nuestro caballo? Vale. Empieza a hablar, pero no sé por qué se... Bueno, voy a meditar.
signs.
Ah, las nuestras, las mías.
Never done it. Could be interesting.
Rather not waste any time.
Sí, mejor.
Till the stroke of midnight. What I would rather is what matters.
Supongo que en la casa no se puede entrar, ¿verdad? No, al menos por ahora no. Bueno, a ver, tenemos un viaje rápido cercano, porque no sé ni dónde es la... Vale, esto por aquí. La boda es en Villamorena. Nada, entonces casi que podemos ir en una carrera, ¿no?
Bloody fine mount. Good stance, powerful drop, stable withers. Well, well.
See you know your horses.
I should say so. My two greatest passions in life. Mares and maidens.
Spooking my horse. Roach doesn't like ghosts.
I remember that mill. Whenever Olgerd and I got up to mischief, we'd hide out in there. Once, we snuck off with some moonshine. Old cocksucker Yaramir caught us. Those were the days.
Sí, vamos a hacer la ruta turística con comentarios del Vladimir de turno. Esperaremos.
This is very romantic.
Fuck off.
Qué guapa, tío.
Wars have started over uglier wenches. Well, raids have been undertaken at least.
True, she looks lovely. Let's go.
Sí, está muy guapa.
Whoa, whoa, hold. Need to go in wearing that.
What else?
Have you seen how she's dressed? I'll not parade at that jewel's side in a rank tunic. You need a robe.
¿Túnica?
One daren't attend a wedding in anything less.
Don't happen to have a robe handy.
What do you mean? What about that?
Bueno, está bien.
All in all, why not?
Ah, that's the spirit.
Vistámonos para la ocasión. Ay, Dios mío. Venga.
Ah, this'll do wonderfully. Perfect fit. It feels tailor-made.
Bueno, podía ser peor, supongo.
Now for shoes. One must wear shoes to a wedding.
Afeitarnos.
And we must be neat. May they draw and quarter me if I've ever seen a lovelier lass.
Nothing left of you to draw and quarter, alas.
Doe eyes, a swan's soft supple neck, and a waist so slim you could grip it one-handed.
You're actually quite amusing this way.
Qué guapa, tío. Bueno, sería más divertido si me conocieras mejor. Venga. Vladimir diría eso.
You'll like me even better when you come to know me more intimately.
How intimately?
Enough to get a sense of my assets, my dear. Trust me, they're nothing to scoff at.
May I please speak to Geralt for a moment?
Whatever for. This evening is about my pleasure, not his.
Just for a moment, then you can jump right back in.
Be quick. I'll not stand here doing naught. I'm to enjoy myself.
Geralt, I'm about to introduce you to the newlyweds. Please make sure your friend doesn't embarrass me.
Yo no puedo hacer mucho, la verdad, claro.
All that nonsense is his. Feel like an ass saying it.
I liked some of that nonsense.
Ya lo sé. ¿Algún ejemplo?
What, for example?
It would do you good to be more relaxed sometimes.
Sí, en eso tienes razón.
So you think I'm uptight?
What I mean is, it would be nice from time to time if you could sit back and enjoy life, instead of going around solving everyone's problems.
But what does... I don't understand.
Tienes razón, tienes razón.
Of course you don't. You're as dense as year-old hardtack. Luckily, you've got me.
En fin, vámonos, anda.
We'll talk later.
Al final el señor Espejo tenía razón. Esta probablemente sea más difícil que lo de mover una casa.
Finally, something that's not utter tripe. We shall dance till the break of dawn.
You get till midnight and not a second longer.
That's not enough. I shan't even get properly soused by midnight, let alone...
Make an effort. I'm sure you'll manage. You get to frolic and carouse till midnight. That's our deal. Then there's the capping. Then you go back where you came from.
So be it.
Sonrisilla.
This way, my strawberry.
Mi fresita. Bueno, vamos a divertirnos.
Hello world, I'm back. I'll be damned. A proper wedding. Overladen tables, plenty of worthy drinking companions, and a swarm of fair maids. But none compared to you, my dear rhubarb. Beware of the dog, Shani. Judging by the size of its house, the mutt must be big as a horse.
Joder, pedazo.
Thanks for your concern, but the doghouse is empty.
They let a man-eater like that run free? Have the wedding guests been warned? Seems we are indeed in for a cracking good time.
Pedazo hueso que tenía ahí el chucho. O lo que fuera eso.
Oh, what a lovely rowan. I remember making necklaces of the fruit when I was a child.
The berries make for splendid hooch. Olgerd and I brewed in our teething years.
I shall introduce you to the newlyweds now. Try to behave.
For you, my rowan petal, I'd do anything.
Bueno.
Come. Time to meet and be greeted.
Vamos a saludar.
Step from your side.
Time to say hello. Be nice now.
Once more, all the best in your new life.
Thank you.
It's us now. Dearies, blessings rain down upon you.
May you live in health and happiness. Harmony and love forever last betwixt you.
Thank you, from the bottom of our hearts.
Now go. Enjoy the feast.
Our turn.
Dejaré que hable ella, ¿no? Ella
My
diga.
dear friend Aldona and her chosen one, Jonas.
It's an honor. The sun shine brightly on this new path in your lives.
Soy Blo.
This is my friend of yesteryear, Geralt of Rivia.
Yes, 'tis I, Geralt, a witcher. Heartfelt thanks for your hospitality. I adore weddings. The brides especially.
Vladimir Freda.
So tasty I could.
Righto, I'm sure we'll all have a splendid time.
Vale, ¿por qué has escogido a este tío? No. La novia viene con una buena dote, no. ¿Cómo conociste a Sunny? Eso sí que lo puedo preguntar.
Tell me, Aldona, how is it you and my dear Shani know each other?
We met in Oxenfurt. Both studied medicine at the academy.
Wondrous times.
Over quickly in my case, alas. My family couldn't afford to keep me there. I was forced to return home after 1 year.
It's never too late to pursue an education, my dear. Your husband is certain to help you complete your studies, provide the necessary coin.
I don't know. We've not talked about it.
Come, Jonas, surely you've not taken Aldona as a mere diversion for the alcove.
Estaría bien. ¿Por qué no? Sí, vale, también es verdad. Eso también tiene razón.
But I'm not. I merely ask. See, I've come to love your wife like a sister. So I ask you as your brother-in-law, will you help her?
I'm sure we'll discuss the matter.
That's my lad. You're a right decent chap. I knew it from the start.
No sé yo si está muy contento él, pero bueno. Vale, vámonos antes de meter más la pata.
Time's a-wasting.
Are you expected elsewhere?
Me? Ha! I simply cannot wait to sample your liquors and dance with the local matrons.
Jonas and I invited more than a few lovely maidens. Perhaps one of them will catch your eye.
Oh, that's for damn certain.
And perhaps you will catch one of their...
It'd be nice, certainly, but I shan't be terribly bothered if it's not the case. Come, let's drink.
Bueno, más o menos. No ha salido del todo mal, ¿no? Participa en las actividades hasta medianoche.
You must have a splendid time. That's what matters. Make the most of it.
¿De qué va esto? A ver.
Aha, finally, a manly man's sport.
¿Hay que coger el cerdo? ¿O qué? Parece, ¿no?
What sport is this?
Berrear a los cerdos.
Lads are racing to be crowned king of the swineherds and win the prize that comes with it for their wench. Lady, me.
And the rules? One must be a swineherd's son to enter, I suppose?
Nay, any man can try his luck. All you need is to herd the piggies.
Los pintados de amarillo hacia los chiqueros. Vale, ¿por qué no? Premios.
King of the swineherds, eh? And what's this king get exactly? The king's ransom, I would hope.
No coin. Honours the prize. King gets a crown of laurels he pins to his saddle, rides about with pride that he's king of the swineherds.
You mentioned some trifles for the lasses. Are they worthwhile at least?
For certain. Lovely, every last one. Pretty as a painting.
Vamos a intentarlo, ¿no? Vamos a probar, a ver. ¿Por qué no? También es verdad que el primer juego en el que nos metemos es rodearnos de cerdos, entonces, bueno, no sé yo cómo estaremos para el resto de la fiesta, pero vale. Vale, los de amarillo a los chiqueros. Joder. Ese cerdo parecía muy intimidante. Venga, va. Conduce a los cerdos a los chiqueros, 0 de 2.
Watch my movement, Shani. I'm spry as a cat and sly as a fox. I'll show these imbeciles how one chases a porker. Come on, baby.
No. Oye, ¿y cómo puedo...? A ver. Vale, iba a decir, cuando no va hacia donde yo quiero, ¿cómo lo hago? Venga. No. La corriendo no puede ser. Tiene que ser andando. ¿Hecho? Hecho.
Feel foolish, peasants? Learned a lesson from your better? Are the pigs penned? Indeed they are.
Tampoco es para chulear mucho, amigo Vladimir.
Your family had an ample pen, didn't they? Go on, admit it.
My family had many pens, but that in no way means I had any practice chasing pigs.
However it were, the crown's going to a good man.
And the king's chosen maid deserves a fitting favour. Here.
Just don't go hiding it in some pouch.
Qué bueno.
Brandish it on your horse so that all folk may see.
Corona del rey de los porqueros.
Ever witness such agility?
Un cerdito de peluche, qué mola.
Really
Cómo mola.
natural at chasing pigs through muck. You were a joy to watch.
¿Podré probar todas las cosas o habrá que elegir?
How does my heart's captor like the prize I won for her?
The rag-stuffed piggy? It's lovely, truly. I've always dreamed of owning one.
Tell me, Shani, what's the key with you?
What do you mean?
I'm on the prowl, that's clear. In Geralt's name and flesh, of course, but still. Yet the more I woo you, the less you seem ready to succumb. So I ask myself, what am I missing?
Perhaps you're just not my type. Considered that?
Rubbish. I'm every lass's type.
Is that so?
Modestia aparte y esas cosas, claro.
With pleasure. Show me a lass, and I'll have her eating out of my hand in the blink of an eye.
That one, with the garland.
Splendid choice. Now observe as Vladimir von Everek does.
Allá vamos.
Now, who have we here?
Do I know you?
That's the crux of it. We've not met. I've had to endure half a lifetime without you.
An entire lifetime.
A moment, my dear. Do not sabotage me, Shani. That would not be fair.
Fine, fine. I'll stay out of your way.
Vale. ¿Te dolió mucho cuando te caíste del cielo? Ay, qué bueno. Hala, vamos a ligar.
When you fell from the heavens.
Why, Sarah?
Shh, my dear. No more words. I shall make a true lady of you. Arm in arm, we'll grace the finest salons.
Salons? Really? Actual salons? In Novigrad? And how...
In Novigrad, Oxenfurt, why, in Caviar as well. Wherever you wish.
Esto se le llama ir al grano, joder.
Make haste to the barn. There, everything will be made clear.
Sí, sí, y ella de cabeza.
Step away from the
Oh.
Who the devils are you?
Pelea incoming.
And we swore to our down his dying day we'd keep those of your ilk far from her.
A ver, perdonadme, no lo sabía.
Easy, lads. No harm done. An innocent conversation with an innocent miss. The kind weddings are for.
We all heard your innocent talk. Wanted to draw her to the barn. What were you gonna do there? Talk some more?
Naturally, we would speak. But first, we would dance. Now tell me, what sort of fool wouldn't want to dance with a beauty like her?
Find another beauty, or I'll dance with you myself. Just after I grab me a fence post.
Geralt, you saw it. I tried to resolve this peacefully, but they wish to fight. Suits me just fine. Sounds like wonderful fun. Fence balls right over there for the taking.
There eat your stones.
That's the last ploughing straw. No one accuses Vladimir von Everek
A pelear.
of cowardice.
Calm down, boys. Don't want to fight you.
Too damn bad, because we're gonna tan your mutant freak hide.
Bueno.
That does it.
Ya va. Como un loco.
Hot damn, boy. You needn't ask me twice.
Bueno, esto también le va a divertir, así que de esto se trataba. Vamos. Uno fuera.
Never in my life have I reveled so fiercely. Step up. Who else wants a shave? Damned cretin creamed me. Embarrassing to take a licking from a boar.
Te toca. Estamos.
Had enough peasant spawn. Thought your yourself a match for a Von Ever.
Digo, de un brujo.
Away with you. Be gone. I've tired of looking at your slack-jawed yaps. Where to, my love? I was to turn you into a lady.
Don't. You must explain I was not at fault. They lunged at me. Well, go on, chase her.
In your dreams.
There it is. You fucked up. She's gone. Is that how you woo the ladies?
You always that charming in life?
It worked. More often than not.
Listen, tongue and fists on a leash from now on. Have your fun, but don't beat the wedding guests. With my hands.
Fine. I shall try. Uh-oh. Shani approaches. Unlikely to be happy, eh?
You made this mess. You do the explaining.
Oh, all right.
Your methods, quite unusual. To woo a woman by beating up her brothers. Creative. Wonder what else you have up your sleeve.
Estoy desentrenado, todo ha salido. Puedo demostrártelo, exacto.
My dear girl, what don't I have up my sleeve? Gladly demonstrate. Perhaps behind the barn?
I think you've demonstrated enough. Let's just enjoy ourselves, all right?
Venga, a ver qué podemos hacer más antes de que termine la fiesta.
My command, milady. I'd never deny a maid so fair-featured. Off we go.
En el fondo, Sunny se lo está pasando bien también, ¿eh? Bueno.
So good to shake the kinks from one's bones. We must find more fun. Found yourself a perch from which to survey passing bows.
Pescar.
Can't even pull a little slipper out of the pot. And here I swim like a greased minnow.
Venga, va, vamos a probar. Bueno, pescar o lo que sea que estén haciendo aquí, la verdad.
Seen what he pulled from the water? An old pot.
Mayhaps his lass wears pots for shoes, in case she can't find a privy.
You were supposed to fish out my slipper.
Ah,
I'm at
vale.
a dance now with one foot bed.
Yo me encargo, tranquila.
I've got to wear slippers.
Oh, look, dearie. I did. Take there. Muck must have sucked it deep in.
Well, poke your paws in there. Rut for it. Rubbish game.
Bueno, creo que le vamos a ayudar a él.
They're playing slip in for a slipper. Never heard of it?
Never.
Ni idea.
Us gentry folk have other diversions. What's the object?
Maid tosses a shoe in the water. A man's got to dive in and fish it out.
¿Y qué gano si recupero el zapato?
And once I retrieve it?
Well, your maid'll be pleased as punch. Or it means you're a gallant beau. And awful handy.
Is that all? No prize? Not even a kiss?
That depends on the miss in question. If she wants to give you a kiss, she will. But she ain't obliged.
Sunny. ¿Probamos?
Oh, there's more to come.
Y aún hay más, dice. Como las caras.
Prime game. Shani, your slipper. I shall prove I dive to any depth for you.
Y este pobrecillo ahí. Bueno, vamos allá. No se lo está pasando nada mal el amigo Vladimir, ni mucho menos. Vámonos. Lo veo. ¿No está el otro? Quería intentar ayudar al otro pobre hombre. Pero no veo ninguno más, la verdad. Sí, allí. Ah, vale, que hay un montón. Espérate. Bueno, yo cojo todos los que vea y ya alguno será, ¿no? Venga, va. Alguno de estos será, ¿no? Espero.
Damn mucky that pond, sank in up to my armpits.
I see no amount of silt could keep you from my shoe. And all the other shoes ever tossed in the lake.
Always better to do a bit more and even gain naught by it than to do too little and face regret.
Oh, that's quite the theory.
One founded in practice. For instance, I can now approach the owner of any of these slippers and she will lift up her skirt and bend over. To don it, of course.
Ah, so generous.
Sí, pero lo que pasa que... Vale.
Clever.
Just figuring that out. I believe I earned a kiss.
¿Qué pasa, Shani? ¿Que estás celosa o qué?
One might agree.
Don't be jealous, Shani. That was but a jest. I don't give
Ahí
a
estamos.
piffle
Bien
about
jugado,
the others.
Vladimir. Sí, señor.
Recognize this, Cinderella.
My shoe?
Eres bueno, tío.
Now extend your supple leg and let me slide it in. That is, on.
Thank you.
¿No hay besito? ¿No hay ni un beso pequeñito?
My kind of tune. Let's do some dancing.
In my experience, witches and dancing don't exactly mix.
Today they mix like fire and oil, my love. We'll dance the
Dale, a bailar.
Faster, faster till we expire.
La verdad es que se lo está pasando bien, sí señor, de eso se trata. Qué bueno, tío.
And now, a special treat for our special guests. The Witcher
Anda, eres tú, el señor espejo.
enchanting partner, Shani. Musicians, something lovely for the loving couple.
At last, music for our loving embrace.
Una lenta.
Come, Shani. It's time you discovered my romantic side.
Ostras, me recuerda horrores al baile de Final Fantasy VIII. Dios mío, no sé por qué. Se parece, yo creo que se parece el baile incluso. El baile es solo un aperitivo, tú también eres una bailarina excelente. Venga, va, Vladimir, pórtate, anda.
A chair could dance a jig with you as its partner.
Oh, how humble you are.
I strive to be, yet should the need arise, I can't strut as proud as any peacock.
Perfect combination. Women must love you.
Well, not to brag, but...
Call it idle curiosity, but...
Suena que bastantes, no sé.
Many, and not a scrub hag among them, I should add. Women with true class, all, and none to match your charms. Seems the music and the evening draw to a close. Know how a true dancer thanks his lovely partner.
I'm not sure I do.
Supongo que es lo que tiene estar muerto, ¿no?
We must agree. You can say whatever you please, but you should keep your hands to yourself. Understood?
Sí, en el fondo no eres tú. Ah, no he podido resistirme.
I'm not upset. Just next time, don't lunge at me like that.
I've had a long fast, so to speak. Hunger overwhelmed me. But yes, next time I shall ask.
¿Habrá próxima vez?
Shani, may I kiss you?
Vale.
You are incorrigible. Could I talk to Geralt for a moment?
Tiene que ser raro para Shani, la verdad.
Please.
Very well.
See how I've reeled her in? Now don't fuck this up.
Geralt, I'm curious what it's like when that ghost's inside you. Do you feel anything? Have any control?
I feel everything. Don't have any control over what I do or say, though. Why do you ask?
Because I wonder what it would have been like to dance with you. Just you.
No lo habría hecho. Me gustaría hacer lo mismo que hizo él. Ah. Vamos a decirlo de otra manera.
Well, I probably wouldn't have forced myself on you.
Forced myself? It was an innocent kiss, not more.
I don't know if I should thank you or if that should make me angry.
Don't get me wrong. I've thought about doing just that a few times, but...
But what?
But I'm not going to talk about it with him here. We can discuss it once he's gone.
En eso estoy con Geralt, exacto.
I'll hold you to that.
Perhaps a bit of thanks.
Dale un gracias. He atrapado al petirrojo. Es un grande el Vladimir.
Nothing. Never mind. Happened to see the man who announced our...
Ese es el señor espejo.
He acted as though he knew me, but we've never met. I'm surprised. Who is he?
Gontaro Dim, Master Mirror. Wonder what he's doing here.
Then perhaps you should just ask him.
Yeah, he didn't show up without a reason. Need to talk to him.
A lo mejor simplemente está mirando si cumplimos la misión, aunque no creo, ¿no? Que sea algo tan fácil.
Promise you this much. He never does anything simply, and certainly not on a whim.
I was to make merry, carouse. Yet here I've stood the last 5 minutes, listening to you talk. I'm going back in.
Better. Come, Shani. The night beckons us not to jabber it away.
Habla con el señor espejo. Hombre, quedan un montón de actividades, la verdad. Beber. Bebamos un poco, ¿no? Quiero, antes de hablar con el señor espejo, quiero echar un vistazo a qué más cosas se pueden hacer.
So if he arrived, why is he not here now?
The bloody dog chased him away.
Demon!
None other. Hideous mutt.
El perro.
Do you need help?
Shani, darling. Oh, you shan't believe what's happened. I'm marrying off my only daughter. Wanted a proper wedding for her. Wild revelry. So I hired a true fire eater. You know, whoosh gulp, sizzle sizzle.
Ooh, I've not seen that sort of trickery.
Horribly dear diversions of that sort. He journeyed here.
¿Y cuál es el problema?
But I'll not squeeze coppers on my daughter, oh no. The groom's family have us for paupers. But we'll show them how wrong they are.
Seems we won't, in fact, for our fire swallowers has gone as last Yule's pudding.
Groom's hound chased him off. That blasted demon. Ugh, they sure named it right.
Calm yourself, Dumpling. Master Witcher's here.
¿Por qué no? Sí.
Perhaps he can aid us.
Before I can begin my witcherly
Con
investigation,
investigación brujesca.
guidance, clues. Tell me all you know. Everything.
Well, the fire eater arrived around noon, ate his fill of food, not fire, then went for a stroll to air some gases, he said. That horror demon saw him and started barking like a thing possessed.
Why so?
Haven't a clue. Didn't like the man, sent something awry. Perhaps the man swallowed fire. Animals fear fire.
Bueno, habrá algún rastro, ¿no?
Fled, not given chase.
Damn fool dog. How can you know? But it snapped its chain and chased the fire eater into the woods.
Foolish or not, it's our son-in-law's beloved pet. There'll be hell to pay if it goes missing.
Venga, lo encontraré.
You needn't worry. The Witcher.
Otro tipo de diversión, pero venga, ¿por qué no?
Find this swallower of heated things.
Mighty generous offer, but no one knows where to look.
Matters not. Witchers. We have our ways. The Flame Gulper. What did he look like?
He wore a jester's cap. Typical sort. Ought to be enough to identify him.
I shall find him.
Venga, a ver si me da tiempo antes de pausar el directo.
And hope for the best.
Awfully nice of you to offer your help, but are you sure you're up to it?
Bueno, si hay muchos problemas, salgo del cuerpo y ya está, ¿no?
I wish to find this magician. Give it a go, all right? But you cannot help me. I must do it alone. I expect it will be great fun.
Fine. Don't have to do this, but if I were you, I'd find the dog's tracks, follow its trail. Just a thought.
Excellent advice. I'll take it.
Shani, Vladimir and I need to find the fire eater. If we're not back by midnight, then...
Relax. We'll be back in no time. I believe in you.
Venga, vámonos.
Adventure.
A la aventura, venga. Vale, usa tus sentidos para encontrar el tragafuego. Míralo cómo camina. A ver, tiene que haber huellas.
A bone not so clean. I've only ever seen two like this. One in an anthill, the other when I caught a hen after not eating for a week. Its bowl is chipped. Tried to devour its bowl along with its supper. Daft mutt. The hound tore its chain off the wall. Underfed, it seems. Or else the ash liquor really boiled the mutt's blood. A dog made these tracks true, but a small one. Yet judging by its house, Demon is a hulk. But beggars can't choose their tracks. So I shall follow these.
Following some dog's trail? Not exactly how I imagined this wedding.
Tranquila,
Think I'll
Sani.
wait here.
Wonderful, my juicy pair. I shall continue my travails while you rest. Shan't be long now.
¿Qué narices? ¿El sombrero? Sí, el gorro de tragafuegos.
Spitter's cap, if ever I've seen one. As jesterly as they come. Chap must have lost it running from Demon. Two conclusions, then. Our magician is fat, and a coward.
¿Qué narices es eso? ¿Qué haces ahí? Ah, estás huyendo del perro. Pero si el perro es un...
Am I seeing this right? That gammy puss ran up a tree to escape.
No, no, tiene que haber alguna otra cosa. No puede ser solo por este perrito.
Guess so. You, get down.
Oh no, no bloody chance. I value my life.
What do we do?
Lo calmaré.
Sit.
¿Ves? Ya está.
Now that is power. If I'd had that, the Horsons never would have gutted me. Make it do some folly. Roll about on the ground. That sort of sport.
No.
Oh, could you be any more of a bore? I'll do it myself.
Se va a poner a jugar con el perro ahora. Sí.
Were I to command it to eat its own tail, it would do so, right?
Demon, doghouse now.
Now what have you done? Why ever? Ruin my fun.
Have it at the wedding.
Exacto. Estamos fuera de la boda ahora mismo.
Climb down. Man-eating beast's gone, as you can see.
You sure it won't return?
Positive.
Better safe than sorry, I always say.
Joder, te lleva encima, exacto.
I hope he's not polished off that bottle yet.
I saved your life, man. Do you not at least owe me a sip?
Of course. Bottoms up.
Joder. Eso es un trago y lo demás tonterías.
Now I understand why you wanted some private time with it.
Fine mead? True. But I was fleeing an hound. Hound? But it was a monster. A furry, faggy devil. They chose a fitting name for it.
Tu gorro.
Your cap, sir. Lost it running from that pup like a gutless coward.
Ah, my dearest cap. Always brought me good luck it has. I'll wear it for every performance.
Pues ala, preparando otra actuación que te toca.
You're a man whose trade is literally to play with fire. How can you fear a tiny runt of a dog?
Was a monster, a demon.
Con el gorro queda bastante estúpido también.
Coward, sir. That's that.
Oh, beg your pardon. I'm not a coward. I'm cautious. Know what become of a fire eater who paid no heed to caution?
I suppose he might singe his
Que se
tongue.
queman, sí.
Guessed it. Settles that misunderstanding.
You can forget about performing in your state.
Pues habrá que devolver la pasta,
And
¿o qué?
just what state would that be?
Look at yourself, man. You're a tramp. Can barely stand, let alone perform.
First off, that's bollocks. Second, I'm a fire eater, not a stilt walker. Standing straight ain't a requirement.
Vámonos, ya te espabilaré por el camino. Hasta que se te pase la borrachera. Yo creo que nos vamos a sentar aquí un rato.
This may be my only chance to ask. Your fire-guzzling trickery. How does it work?
Oh, they tossed me out the guild if I told. Except if I took you on as an apprentice.
Oh, Dios mío.
In half a year's time, you'd learn.
I haven't half a year. Come, just between you and me. We've drunk together.
Vamos a aprenderlo y vamos a actuar nosotros.
Drank it all yourself. You're no brother of mine.
You dare toy with me this way? Very well. Refuse to tell me, and I shall leave you here as a morsel for any passing
Y los
boars,
cervatillos.
bears, or bloodthirsty fawns. So choose wisely.
This here's assault. He's suppressing the arts.
Out with it.
I got a special mixture I drink before every show. After that, I can eat fire, spit fire, do what I please. It don't burn nothing.
Is that all? Where's the art in it? Any dribbling imbecile can smear his throat with a protective slurry.
I've had just about enough of this. First they release the hounds, then come and steal my meat, and now insults. I'm done here. Goodbye.
Vale.
Didn't mean to offend the bloody charlatan. Do something.
Te pagaré.
Listen, I'll give you some more coin and you'll
No
go
podemos
back.
fastidiar la boda, tío.
Are you daft? This extortionist's already got his due.
Take it or leave it.
Right. Convincing.
Honorless prick. Olgerd had it right. All artists are whores.
Let's go.
Claro, si volvemos sin el tío, no.
Coming or not?
Venga, vamos.
I'm coming.
Aparte tengo que pausar el directo, tenemos que terminar ya.
Perhaps I'll find some more interesting diversions there.
Bueno, yo creo que lo vamos a dejar. Bueno, escolta el tragafuegos. Me gustaría que no te movieras. ¿No te vas a mover? Vale. Sí, aparte el tragafuegos tiene vida, o sea que algo nos vamos a encontrar por el camino. Vamos a guardar. Vale. Nada, gente, lo vamos a dejar por aquí. Nada, a los que estéis en el chat no os preocupéis, que seguimos ahora en unos minutos. Y a los que lo veis en el canal, pues nada, nos vemos mañana. Ya sabéis, ser buenos. Nos vemos por los vídeos. Hasta luego.